Hi there, welcome to Virgo Moon Tarot, where I interpret the cards to provide insight into your life. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. In this reading, we're going to talk about your online presence. So, this reading could be for you if you're like a content creator, maybe just a casual user, or I don't know, maybe even a business owner or entrepreneur. But it's mostly intended for content creators. So, if you've clicked on this reading, if you were drawn to it, there may be a message somewhere in here for you today, but we're going to see how others perceive your online presence. Okay, so first let's get your online vibe. Like, what's the overall energy of your content and what people pick up on? The Hierophant. I feel like with this card, you're pretty, how do I say, like, you're safe. Your content is safe. You may be reserved as well, but it's not like there's nothing extreme, there's nothing outlandish, there's nothing bizarre or weird or creepy. It's like you're safe. And I don't know, like if that's not what you were going for, this could be a call or an invitation to change it up a bit, you know? But that's what I'm getting. Your online vibe currently, or maybe in the future. Maybe you're considering creating content. Maybe you're considering becoming an influencer or starting some sort of page or website or something like that. Maybe this is like a quick view into the future of how you would be perceived. But it's very safe. It's like you're not offending anyone. You may be providing helpful or useful information for others. You may be teaching others as well. I also get this card. I'm starting to get that heavily, very strongly. Like you're teaching someone something. So even if you're not intending on teaching anything, that's the vibe that I'm picking up on. And it's feeling like very inspirational, influential. Like even if you're just making videos about like funny stuff, funny jokes and things like that, like even if it's not deep or serious, maybe it's a bit it's not like deep or anything like that. It doesn't have to be. But regardless, when people find your page or your content or whatever it is that you are presenting to the world, they get inspired, but they also learn. Maybe they're learning about human nature, or just they're just learning about something, and it could be different for everyone, you know? Okay, what are your first impressions, or what are the first impressions? Like, what do they immediately think or feel when they first come to your page, your website, your profile, or whatever? What's the first impression? Knight of Swords. I think you come off very strong. I also feel like you come off very intelligent. Whether you're recording something or writing something, it feels very intelligent. And people, when they come to your page, they feel as if you can save them. Like they feel like you can help them with something. It could be anything, depending on what your content is. They feel like, I don't know, they have hope that you can change them somehow. Like when they first click on their page or your content, they're like, ooh, this is good for me. I could learn from this. Ooh, this person can teach me something. I feel inspired. Or maybe they're just picking up on, or maybe they're just inspired by different trends that you're setting, you know? Like maybe you have great ideas, maybe you're very creative, and people who come to your page, the first impression is like, wow, like this person is very creative, this person is very intelligent, I could really learn something from this person, I could really, like, this could really help me out, like this information can really help me and support me. Okay, let's see what draws people in. What draws people into your content? Four of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords. Something about it is, I feel like something about your content is aesthetically pleasing, but I also feel like something about your content is very relaxing and calming. Like I said earlier, it's not extreme, it's not outlandish. It's like a safe place. It's a safe place where people can go to learn or to be entertained, to relax. Maybe you're creating fun content. Maybe you're just vlogging about your life. Maybe it's a lifestyle. Maybe it's a lifestyle. You're a lifestyle influencer. It could be anything, whatever it is that you're working towards. Your content, something about it is soothing, calming, like I said, maybe even aesthetically pleasing. Sorry if you can hear the noise outside. I tried to change my mic. Hopefully it won't be as loud, but it's really loud. Maybe you do music. Maybe you include music on your page that's very soothing or relaxing. Maybe your content is somehow about music or the music industry. Okay, what do people assume about you? What do people assume about your content or assume about you through your content? So we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Nine of Pentacles. People feel like you have it easy. People feel like you have an easy life. People feel inspired by you, but they also, your content somehow makes them aware of what they don't have. The word jealousy came to mind, but I didn't want to use the word jealousy. But that's what I was getting. Looking at your page, it feels like you have a lot going for yourself and that you don't have to work so hard. It feels like maybe you get a lot of attention, or maybe you're very beautiful and very attractive and you have a lot of viewers. I don't know, it could be thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. And it may seem like you're not doing much. It may appear that way. But these people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes, and that it actually takes a lot of work to produce the content that you produce, and people don't realize it. I feel like in a video a long time ago, I talked about how, like, even if you're like an Instagram model or something like that, and people look at your page, your profile, and they see that you have millions of views, and they assume like, oh, you're just pretty. But it takes a lot of work. Like the foundation is, learning your foundation. So like your makeup, but also the foundation includes like hair and your style, and learning to pose, learning how to take the photos, learning how to edit the photos. You know what I mean? Like finding the right location. Like it takes a lot of work. And then when you're actually uploading, like you need to make sure that you have the right hashtags. I don't know, do people still use hashtags? I use hashtags, or like the right descriptions and things like that, like the SEOs and keywords and stuff like that. Like it takes a lot to produce your content, but people assume that it's easy for you. but you're actually a very hard worker. You're very passionate about your work, and you deserve respect for what you do, you know? With the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're also proud of your work, and that energy radiates. And how you feel about your work is how other people feel about your work as well. So I get the feeling that you love what you do, you're passionate about your work, and other people feel the same way. Like they feel excited about what it is that you are producing. They feel excited about what it is that you are creating for them, you know? And like I said, like when they come to your page, they feel like you could teach them something. They feel like you could learn, or they feel like they could learn something from you. And then because it's like a safe page, just like easy, they stick around. It's like soothing, it's relaxing. It's not offensive. It's not content that takes them out of their comfort zone. It's not content that makes them feel embarrassed for watching it or looking at it or reading it. It's not content that makes them how do I say, like, that triggers them. It doesn't trigger their shadow self or make them go too deep or feel uncomfortable with themselves. You know what I mean? Like, your content is it's entertaining, it's magnetic, it's appealing, it's soothing, it's inspirational. I'm also getting you are a trendsetter, you're setting trends, you're creative, it's authentic. People feel good when they come to your page, your profile, your website, when they find your content. It just feels good. So what do they love most about your content? What do people love most about your content? Seven of Pentacles. Your hard work is definitely paying off. You do a lot, and people like appreciate that. Like if you're a graphic designer, I feel like people appreciate the graphics. People appreciate the design. Like, Seven of Pentacles is a card of working hard and like being rewarded for it. Like, you're investing, and it may take some time to see the rewards, but when you do, it's very fruitful. I feel like you provide a lot for your viewers, for your audience, your readers, whatever it is that you're creating. Like I said earlier, when we talked about this card, you're very hardworking. You put a lot of energy into your content. People may not realize it. They may assume that it's easy for you, but you actually invest a lot of time in your content. And there are people who notice it. They're like, wow, this is really impressive. Like, wow, this is really good. This is really good stuff. You can tell this person really worked hard on it. So for some of you, people may feel like you have it easy, and for others of you, people can see the hard work that you put into your project. So maybe it's like half and half. Like, part of something about you seems effortless, but then something else seems very hardworking, or very like you're very talented, or you're like an expert at what you do. Maybe you make it seem easy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like you may be an expert at something, but you make it seem effortless. You make people think like, oh, I can do this, but then they actually try it and they're like, whoa, this is actually really difficult. And like I said, when they first come to your page, you're like, whoa, this person, it's easy for them, it's effortless. But then they start to, how do I say, like, they visit your content more often, they start to see like, wow, this person really does put a lot of work into what they create. This is like expert level. It's very like intricate or something. And they love that. They love that you spend so much time doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like maybe you spend a lot of time taking photos. If you have like an Instagram page, maybe you spend a lot of time creating videos. If you have a YouTube page, maybe you spend a lot of time creating videos. If you have a TikTok page, whatever it is, maybe you spend a lot of time writing. If you have like a blog or something, maybe you spend a lot of time creating podcasts. You're investing a lot of time into whatever it is, into whatever your craft is, and people really appreciate it. You're providing them with a lot of content, and it's like I see people becoming more addicted to your content and wanting to come back for more, because you provide so much, and they know that if they keep checking your page, you're going to have new material, and they're like, wow, I have to keep going back. I have to check in on this person today. I have to see like what they uploaded today. I have to like, oh my God, their content is so great and wonderful, and I love it so much. Like I have to keep coming back. Like people are just like becoming addicted to your stuff, What might they misunderstand about your content? Like I mentioned earlier, they may think that things just come easy to you, or you may make things seem so effortless, like they feel like you don't have to do much when really it does take a lot of work. But let's see what other messages want to come through about what they might misunderstand. Ace of Swords reversed. It feels like sometimes what you say or write may be misinterpreted, because you have to remember that everyone has like their own like frame of mind. Everyone has their own filters. So you may try to present something, you may feel like it's very clear, you may have an idea that you are trying to how do I say, like, you have an idea that you want to present to the world, and you feel like it may be easily understood, or it may come across in the way that you intended it to come across. But sometimes people, they don't know everything that you know, so it may be hard for them to understand. Like maybe you make a joke about something and they see the joke as offensive when you didn't intend for the joke to be offensive, but it's just because they have a different, they have different experiences in life. They have different understandings of things. They're just different. Everyone is different. Everyone's mind is different. Everyone's perceptions and perspectives are all different. So some things may need to be clarified, and if so, don't feel like offended by it. Like, say for example, if you upload a video and you get, messages that you don't resonate with, and maybe you get upset that people misunderstood, but it's just because they need more information. They need clarity. They need to know. They need more details. You know what I mean? They didn't completely understand it in the way that you intended it to be understood. So I feel like this is for those of you who create, like those of you who are, I'm getting like humor, like jokes, pranks. I don't know why. Like maybe you try to make a joke, but it just doesn't land right with others. But of course, if the joke is meant for, the joke will reach who it's meant for. So you're also being called to or invited to not care, to not care. You know, if people misunderstand you, then it's not your job to help them to understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your job. If they don't get it, they don't get it. Okay. Let's just take this card. So what's your impact? What impact do you have on the world? Ace of Swords. Oh, I didn't take out the other. Oh, wow. Forgot to take out the card or to place it here. So what's your impact? Ace of Swords. I feel like you teach people things. I feel like your voice and your words are very impactful. Whatever it is that you have to say or share, I feel like you have a strong voice. Like physically your voice, but also what you have to say is very impactful to others. Like people listen to you, whether you're aware of it or not, whether people show you that they're listening or not. Like what I'm saying is whether or not you get likes or comments, sometimes that may not equate to the influence and impact that you're having on the world. So just keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep creating your content. Or maybe start your content. Start your whatever it is that you wanted to start. Like if you haven't done so already, and this is more of like a future predictive reading for you, don't be afraid, say what you have to say. Like everyone in this world is important. Everyone's voice is important. We all have things to share, and you definitely have something to share. You have new ideas that people haven't thought of before. You have new ideas that need to be introduced into the world. I feel like you have a perspective that if you don't share it, people will miss out. I feel like I did a reading on this a long time ago, that like if you don't share whatever it is that you are wanting to share, people will miss out, because you're like a huge piece to the puzzle or a huge piece to the pie. I feel like you're being invited to continue, to keep going, or to get started. People need you. People need what you have to say. You could be very protective as well, or how do I say, like maybe you like speak for the underdog or protect the underdog or something like that. Like your voice is powerful, and you speak up for those who don't have that voice. You speak up for people who are afraid to speak up. Like maybe your content is just you expressing your emotions or your feelings, and other people are like absorbing that information. They're taking it in and they're feeling validated, because they don't have the strength or the courage to speak up about whatever it is that you're speaking up about. And they feel grateful that you give them permission to accept themselves or to be themselves or to feel what they're feeling. You know what I mean? So you have like an emotional and mental impact on the world and on your influencers, on your readers, on your viewers. And again, this could be deep work that you're doing. It could be surface level stuff that you're doing. It could be like funny entertainment. It could be self-help, self-improvement work. It could be whatever. Regardless, you're influencing others. You're impacting their world. You're validating people. You're giving them permission to be themselves. You're helping people to not feel afraid or shame or guilt. You know what I mean? Like the thing about people is that we're all so different, and we're all we feel pressure to be like other people because some traits and qualities are like rewarded and acknowledged, and some people, like, we all have different traits that we hide. But you, by sharing your gifts, you allow people to shine. You allow people to be who they are and to not shrink, because you're doing it so it makes them feel comfortable enough to do it. You know what I mean? So keep doing you, keep shining, keep being that bright star, the bright star, that bright star in the sky. Like you're leading the way. And you may not even realize it. You are leading the way just by being you, just by creating content that you feel inspired to create, just by creating content that you feel, that you just feel connected to. You're just being you, you're just being who you are, and people are loving it. And they keep coming back for more. And you're inspiring others with your voice, your words, your actions. And you're doing it in a way that how do I say, that makes it easy for others to receive it. Like you're doing it in a way that's not offensive. It's not it doesn't trigger anyone. You're making it look effortless and easy. But people are still appreciating your hard work that you're doing. Okay, let's see, what type of people are you attracting? Actually, let's shuffle one more time. What type of people are you attracting? So we have the Strength and the Six of Swords. You're attracting people who are ready for a change. You're attracting strong, confident, resilient people. You're attracting people who are like you. You're attracting people who need a change in their life as well, with that Six of Swords that came out. So your page, your page, your content, your profile, whatever, your website, it may be a place where people go to seek guidance, or it may be a place that people go to change, for entertainment purposes, like to relax, like to transition from a stressful day. You know what I mean? Like, going back to what I was saying about this Four of Swords, like it's very soothing, relaxing, peaceful. So you may have content that allows people to relax after a stressful, rough day. Like they transition from work mode to relax mode. So your content is very like emotionally satisfying, emotionally fulfilling. And I'm hearing that it revitalizes people, that it gives them strength, it rejuvenates them, like it regenerates them, it gives them energy. Your soul fills up their soul. It feels like your content gives them life. It makes them stronger. Like it gives them inspiration. It keeps them moving forward. It gets them thinking. And also this could be your future as well. Like I said, like if you don't have a social media presence or any sort of online presence, but you're considering it, I feel like your content is or will be very impactful, very inspirational, very I don't know, I'm also getting this energy of just very, I don't know how to explain it. Like people just come to you to tune out the rest of the world. Like they come for you when they need entertainment. That's good. Good thing. Okay, so let's get one more message. A message from spirit or some guidance. Ooh, 2 cards. Ace of Cups, 2 of Wands. So with the 2 of Wands, I feel like you're being invited to plan or to just keep looking forward. Keep looking towards your future, because there's a lot waiting for you. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of abundance. Well, abundance. A lot of abundance. I feel like there's abundance waiting for you. There's lots of rewards. Keep, how do I say, like, with your heart, keep nurturing your own spirit. Keep doing what you love with this Ace of Cups here. Keep doing what makes you happy. Keep being in love with yourself, being in love with your life, being in love with your content, because that radiates outwards. That attracts like-minded people. It also is the energy that fills people up. Like what I was saying about people coming to your page, your content, your profile, or whatever, and just being filled up, being like it gives them life. That's because you are full of life, and it's rubbing off on them, and you're being called to keep going. But also with this 2 of Wands, I feel like there's much more for you. There's like how do I say, like, think bigger, like shoot for the stars. Shoot for past the stars. Like what you're doing, you can become so much bigger than what you are right now. It doesn't even matter what you're doing. Like I said, you could be a writer, you could be a blogger, a vlogger, you could have a podcast, you could talk about any topic. It could be related to anything, self-development, whatever is going on in the world, celebrity news, gossip, fashion, beauty, music, movies, whatever it is that you're doing, that you're creating content for. You have so much room to improve and to grow and to be so much more like a bigger influence, to have a bigger impact in the world. I just see you going very far with what you're doing if you keep at it. You know what I mean? Like if you keep doing it, like just plan for the future. Yeah. And also with the Ace of Cups, I feel like you're being supported. Your spirit guides are supporting you. They're guiding you. So whenever you get an instinct or like an inkling, or if you're feeling inspired to do something, like a little nudge to do something, write it down. Write it down and get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Like get it moving. Start putting it into action. Like when you get those downloads, write it down. Like all those ideas are coming to you for a reason. It's coming through you because maybe you're the only one. Maybe there's a message that the universe, God, your higher self, spirit wants to get through to the world, and maybe you're the only one who can do it. Being who you are, maybe you're the only one who can present the information in the way that most people will be able to receive. Like going back to what I was saying earlier with the Hierophant, that your page or information is safe. It's not offensive, it's not inappropriate, it's not shameful, it doesn't make people feel guilty or triggered or anything like that. It helps people to grow, It helps people to grow, even if you're just, making prank videos and making people laugh. It's still helping people to grow because it's inspiring them for one, but also, it's creating happiness in their lives, and that's like really important. You're creating joy in other people's lives, regardless of whatever it is that you're doing. even if you're just writing movie reviews, you know what I mean? Like, even if that's what your online presence is about, reviewing movies or videos or whatever, reviewing products, you're creating joy and happiness in other people's lives. You're creating information that is helpful. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep it up. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Keep at it. Keep doing it. You're needed. You're important. Your voice matters. You're inspiring others. You're helping others to feel like they have permission to be who they are, to do what they want to do. You know what I mean? To do what you're doing. And it's helping the world to evolve, you know? Little by little, step by step, one person at a time, maybe. Or maybe if you have a huge following, it's groups of people at a time that you're inspiring. And also, very importantly, you know, even if you do get people who disagree with what you're saying, that's just a small, like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, for one, they're not understanding, you know? And even if they do just disagree, even if they do disagree, you know, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, you know? But basically don't let any negative energy get to you, because you are so powerful. You're influencing. It's like, if 1 out of 100 comments is really bad, don't focus on that one comment. You know what I mean? Like, focus on the 99 that's saying, hey, like, you're inspiring me. This is great. I love this content. You know what I mean? Like, I feel called to say that, because I feel like some people will be loved by others, but then there's that one troll, those losers on the internet who have nothing better to do. They say stupid stuff. They don't even know what they're talking about. And then you have these beautiful people, these beautiful creators getting in their heads because this one troll said something stupid that doesn't even matter, because they're jealous or they don't have the courage to do what you're doing. So they try to put you down. What they're doing is they're projecting their negative energy out into the world, because they just don't have the belief in themselves. And it makes me so angry to even think about those people that they put so much negative energy into the world, but their opinions, they don't matter. So just ignore it. They're just, you know, they don't see the light. Give them the benefit of the doubt, you know? They just don't have, maybe they weren't taught. Maybe they didn't have someone inspiring them and letting them know that you can do it. And you know what? Honestly, I believe that you are inspiring. Like, if you do have like people who troll you or whatever, or bully you online, I honestly believe like they're on your page for a reason. Something in them is like resonating with something that you're saying or doing. You know what I mean? So just know that those people there, I don't even know why I'm taking so much time on trolls, but know that those people there, they're actually, how do I say, like, see them at the beginning stage. Like, they will be inspired by you, and it will be a beautiful thing. It will be a beautiful thing, because you can take them out of their darkness. You know what I mean? Like, you can take them out of whatever negative, toxic energy that they're in. Your light will, your light will give them energy. It'll take them out of their negative mindset, and you will inspire them. You will inspire them to be better. So that's why your work is needed. That's why what you're doing is important. And that's why you're being called to continue to plan for the future, to keep it up, you know? What else? Keep investing, keep getting better, you know? Keep learning your craft, keep improving your craft. Keep becoming a better person. Keep becoming smarter, more creative, funnier if you're doing funny content, more authentic. Whatever it is that you're doing. Keep putting out creative ideas into the world. So I think that's it. I think I've talked a lot. I've talked enough in this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you feel inspired, empowered. Hopefully you've gotten something from this, some clarity. Hopefully you'll keep doing what you're doing. You'll keep going. Hopefully you'll get started if you haven't done so already. Yeah, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below if this resonated with you, if you are a content creator, if you do have some sort of online presence at all, what you think of it, how's it going for you. And if you like this reading, let me know by hitting the like button and sharing down below. Also subscribe for more readings if you'd like, if you want to. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate you, especially if you stuck around to the end. Thank you so much, and I hope you stop by again next time. So until then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.